So I keep reading debates online. Ravencrest Tactical versus Chinese clones. Now, here's what I've run into. Ravencrest Tactical is an American company out of Arizona. They build knives out of Chinese parts and some proprietary parts that are claimed to have been manufactured in the United States. Their knives retail anywhere from $99 on sale all the way up to $480 depending on the options. Now, you can go on DHgate or other websites, order straight from China, and get Chinese model OTFs that people claim are the exact same thing as the Ravencrest Tactical. Well, I happen to have a Ravencrest Tactical, and I happen to have a Chinese clone. Now, both of these would be the exact same knife on the website as far as the appearance. Now, there's only one difference. They're not the same knife. They may be manufactured at the same facility in China and come with a lot of the same components. They even come with very similar sheaths. There's only one problem. The internals are different. I have taken them apart, and the internals of the Ravencrest are different than the internals of the clone. Now, the spring. This spring right here has zing to it. And when I say zing, it rings. Now, this one has very little zing to it. It's more of a crisp click. And even the trigger play on this knife, you can hear the zing on this. I don't know if the microphone could pick that up, but this one zings. I went and oiled under the trigger on this one because it wasn't a bind. Even the screws. If I take these and show you the difference in the screws, the Chinese DHgate one with the straight, Chinese ship over, this is what you get product, the screws aren't as nice as the ones on these. And I've backed the screws out of both of these and looked at the internals. I'm going to tell you what. Here's the deal. You see the clips on there? This one is a tad bit thicker, not a whole lot, but a little bit as far as the width of it. This is a little bit narrower. It is machined, and this is painted red, and this is actually some type of anodized finish on here. This is a little bit nicer. Now, somebody could say, well, these, you can buy them in bulk and get them for $25, or you can get them for $30, $35, single item shipped after you pay your fees and taxes, because you do have to pay a little bit of fee to convert your money over to whatever the Chinese form of a dollar is. This one comes from the US. This has 0 warranty. You get it and it's broken, you get it and it's broken. If this one breaks, you ship it to them. They either fix it and send it back, or they ship you a brand new one. Now, okay, if it's 3 times the price or 4 times the price, it'd have to break 4 times to get the price of this one. But why worry about that? Why not have a company that's been going through and getting the parts manufactured for them to their specifications? Because the springs are different. The springs aren't just a little bit different. The spring inside this one is a totally different color. The feel and quality of the spring is way better in this one. It doesn't zing. It seems to have been polished internally a little bit better. The machine work on this knife is better, although the blades are very similar in design. This one right here did come a little bit sharper than this one. The blade play, very similar, minimal. Like I said, the screws on this one, although these are the black screws, when you unscrew them and take them out, they have better threading. They are a tad bit thicker at the head of the screw. This one, you can actually feel the edge of the screw ever so slightly at the top of this one. This one's countersunk because the screw threading goes way deeper with this screw than this one. But I haven't had this one come unscrewed on me. This one was shipped with loose screws. I was taking it apart anyway, so I found out what they were loose with. The finish on the triggers, This one appears to be like a black spray paint almost, while this one is an anodized black trigger, black glass break. This is the now black pocket clip, and this is the painted red. So, what's the difference? Well, you know, sitting here doing this one rings like a bell in my hand. This one is solid. They do take their time to do ever so slightly finishing techniques inside these Ravencrest tactical knives, where the straight Chinese clones, they don't. Weight-wise, they're pretty much identical. This one's oily as can be because I did oil the trigger, but it is still weeping oil, because whenever they're new, they tend to do that. This one, I went back and oiled it myself, but still, it's not weeping oil everywhere. This is a serrated edge Tanto. This is just a straight Tanto. Of course, this is my Halloween special. This is the one that sent me to the emergency room. This one will not, because I will not be dumb enough to clean it with my hand anywhere near where they eject from ever again. Learned my lesson with that. But look how cool this one is. You can't find the orange handles on these. They're not going to be orange. They're either going to be some salmon pink color, or they're going to come to you fire engine red. Another experience I had. As a matter of fact, this red right here was the orange that another knife was supposed to be. So, Ravencrest Tactical, yeah, they are different. They do have Chinese manufactured components. They are hand worked over in Arizona. And I'm going to tell you what, it shows. Lots of designer lines come out of China. If you think that, for example, my wife has several Michael Kors purses. No, they're not made in New York. They're not made in Hollywood. They are made straight in China. There are a lot of designer brands. Gucci. Go ahead and get you some Gucci sunglasses. They used to be made in Italy. We went to the store because my wife has a pair, old ones, and she started looking at a new pair, and guess what? Made in China. So, things are now everywhere produced in China, but if you can have somebody in the United States do a little finishing work, I mean, can you hear that? That's such a more solid thud to it. And this is just a ringing, part of it rings right here. There. Rings like a bell. That's ridiculous. So, I think I'm going to swap some springs and order some springs from Ravencrest, stick it in here and see what happens. Maybe I'll have good luck with that. So if you're looking for an OTF knife and you think that you're going to go online and just get one out of China, they're going to say Microtech on them every time. It's not a Microtech. That's embarrassing. Just sell it for what it is, guys. Just sell it for a cheap out the front clone. Or do yourself a favor, go to Ravencrest Tactical, go ahead and get you one. Yeah, it's been a clone, but you know what? It's got far superior fit and finish, lifetime warranty, color combinations that you can only get there. Make it your own. Design your own. Have them build it. Now they have Cerakote finish. This is the rubberized finish, which I like because it's kind of that muted finish that's matte and it's got a nice feel to it. I did email them the other day and say, hey, bring back the orange. So hopefully they may do some Cerakote for Thanksgiving. Cool color combination. This is now my Halloween knife. I did finish it when I received it. My wife ordered it for me. She actually originally got it for Father's Day, but because it gave me this scar right here on my finger, she loved me so much that she went and got me a different knife. And you'll see that one in a different video. But this one right here is the original one she got me. This knife either loves me or hates me because it did bite me. But Ravencrest Tactical, I can tell you hands down, their knives are superior than the standard stuff you get on DHgate. Now, if you want to get them and tinker with it yourself and worry about getting a malfunction or whatever you do to modify the inside tears it up, you're out of luck. You got to start over. Ravencrest Tactical, if you go and start as they used to say, monkeying around with it and tinkering with it, and you end up with a torn up knife, hey, guess what? Shoot the guys an email and they'll fix it for you. Lifetime warranty. They're not kidding. They can change out the internal parts fast as can be. You can call them during the weekdays at their store, or you can reach them via email. I did. I sent them pictures of my Halloween orange, and they said, dude, that's a good looking color combination. Thank you, good luck, and enjoy your knife is what they told me. And I do. So, Ravencrest Tactical, don't be fooled. It is different. Wanted to set the record straight. Look at that. Even the sheath is a little bit nicer. Just everything about it. Let's see if that makes a difference. No. Anyway, enjoy. I do. I hope you did. Happy hunting. And I hope you find yourself a quality, reliable, warranted out the front knife. Don't let it bite you. Thank you. Have a good day.